welcome to another episode of our character design series. Our journey continues to help you design your own unique character from A to Z. Each episode focuses on a different feature, and today we are going to tackle on the most tricky parts. We are going to learn how to draw hands. Drawing hands requires a bit of a study and a lot of practice, so today I'm going to share with you some tricks that will help you draw hands in any position. Before we start drawing hands in different poses, we need to understand their anatomy. Here on the side, I've prepared a schematic drawing showing the main parts of a hand, which we're going to use as reference as we draw our vector hand from scratch. Using the shape tool, I create a big square. Then I adjust the corners to make the shape look slightly larger at the top. This is going to be the main part of our hand, while all other elements will be attached to it. Let's add a smaller rectangle at the base as the wrist, which will connect to the arm of your character. Moving on to the fingers, I like to start working on the thumb first. When your hand is open, the thumb detaches from the main shape here and adds another part to the whole, which I am going to represent with a simple circle. From there, we can add two smaller rectangles of equal proportions that bend where the knuckle is. With the rounded corner function, select one point and make it as curved as possible to have a rounded edge at the tip of the thumb. Moving on to the index finger, we are going to add 3 rectangles of equal width but different length, and we're going to make the top one rounded. We divided each section of the finger into parts to show you where the knuckles are. This way, you will know where the fingers bend when you have to draw them in different poses. Once you've completed the index finger, you can just copy and paste it 3 times. Make sure you change the length of the other fingers to match the anatomy of a hand, with the middle finger slightly longer and the pinky very small on the side. All the parts of the hand are now done. To make it more realistic, you can rotate the fingers slightly to open them a little more. Using the pen and node tool, you can also add points and curves to make the edges of the shape soft and uniform. You can also add the nails, and why not, have fun with color. Here I'm using a gradient, very trendy. If your character is waving to greet a friend, then you have to reverse the hand to show their palm. Now that you have the structure of your hand, you can just reflect the base, hide the nails, and draw a couple of lines to match the palm of your hand. One big curve next to the thumb and one line across at the top, and that's it. To draw a hand closed into a fist, let's start from the main shape we just created and change the position of the fingers. All the fingers will bend on themselves, so you can just show one phalange per finger. The thumb will bend on top of them, so you can move the two rectangles we created before to close the fist. Let's focus on a hand seen from the side. You can use the same structure for both the palm and the fingers, you just have to position it differently. The main body rectangle will be thinner since we are looking at it from the side. The thumb and index finger will be at the front, whilst the other fingers will bend behind it. To give a sense of depth, you can change the color of the fingers in the background to a slightly darker shade. Let's say your character is craving a nice cup of coffee. Let's see how we can draw their hand holding onto a cup. The hand will wrap around the cup. And depending on which side we are facing, we will see only some parts of the hand. On one side, we will see just the thumb and the top part of the fingers, whilst the palm will be hidden behind the cup. But from the other side, you will see the main body of the hand and parts of the fingers, as the rest will be wrapped around the cup. You can use the same technique to create a handshake between two different characters. Instead of having one hand wrapped around the cup, the two hands will be wrapped around each other. Copy and paste the two hands and tilt them 45 degrees. Reposition some of the elements using the layer panel and change the details on the second hand. In this case, I've changed the skin tone. And why not? Let's add some accessories to show the two characters' personalities. Using a simple dotted line and a star shape, you'll create the perfect bracelet. And this is everything I wanted to show you guys about hands. Now that you've learned the theory, don't forget to do the practice. We've prepared a template for you that you can download in the description below. This will help you get familiar with the basic structure of a hand, and you can use it as a reference to complete your characters. Give it a try and share your results with us by tagging Vectornator on socials. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next episode. Bye!